Hello everybody, and I've been meaning to make this video for a long time now, and it's the overwhelming fanboyism in regards to Nintendo. Now, years ago I did a Nintendo retrospective video, a couple months back. I went back to that, but this just has to be said, and I've noticed it ever since the Wii and the Wii U, but it was ever apparent with the Switch. Now, my fanboyism, I'm not going to talk about the handhelds, and I'm going to leave the Wii U behind. The only thing I'm going to say about the Wii U is it was the biggest colossal failure, yet everybody always talks about Xbox, and how Microsoft has ruined the whole landscape, and that they botched the system when the Xbox One is still here and the Wii U died. What I'm going to talk about is regarding the Switch. Now, the Nintendo Switch is a system that I don't even see the appeal. I truly don't see the appeal to it. But what I'm going to talk about is my opinions on it, and my opinions on what half the YouTube gaming community has done. There are so many channels that when Nintendo released the Switch, which they basically took the Wii U gamepad, took the Wiimotes, merged it together, and they created the Switch. And people went gaga over it. They went gaga over one of the worst launches I've ever seen. It launched with literally like 2 or 3 games, and one of the games you could get on the Wii U or you can get on the Switch. And that was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which to me, this is not sacrilege. I'm actually wearing a Zelda hat right now. Huge Zelda fan. That is one of the worst Legend of Zelda games I've ever played. There's the reason why it's one of the worst games in the Zelda franchise. People love it because it's open world and there's different environments. What I don't like about it is there's not really towns. There's the same enemy types. Everything breaks. The dungeons are crap. There's no bosses. It's not fun. Like, I literally played it. Well, I played it a lot. I played it for 20 hours, and I was completely disappointed with the game. And originally I was thinking about getting a Switch just for that one game. But what I noticed months after that, maybe around June or July of 2017, is all these channels focusing exclusively on the Switch. Like bigger YouTube people. Like, I saw tons of videos from channels that I used to love and adore. You had Happy Console Gamer did a lot. That's the one channel that didn't really solely focus, did a little bit of everything. But channels like Beat 'em Ups, I like Wood from Beat 'em Up, but focusing exclusively on Nintendo Switch, and he's not the only channel, but why would you centralize focused your whole games? And all everybody ever talks about is the indie titles. Almost except for like Octopath Traveler, and stuff like that, are on Xbox's freaking arcade. And people still give Xbox crap. They have the same indie games. Dead Cells, which is one of the biggest games right now, is on Xbox. You can play it the same. People just go gaga over the Switch, and I don't get it. I don't get how so many people just changed all their content to focus only on the Switch. And they boost it up. Like they're sucking the teeth of Nintendo. And it's so annoying. Because, like E3, you know what they talked about at E3? Super Smash Brothers. It's Super Smash Brothers. It's nothing new. Nintendo has all these intellectual properties that they don't fucking touch. The last Metroid game was on the Wii, and there's no Metroid. And I'm worried that what they did with Zelda, they are since going to do with Metroid. Mario Odyssey, everybody went gaga over it. I played a demo of it, and I didn't like it. I didn't. There's nothing on the Switch to get me to play the Switch. Not Splatoon, not any of these RPGs. There's nothing on the Switch. There's nothing can entice me. Oh, it's a portable system. Okay, if I wanted a portable system, I'd get a 3DS. It's Nintendo fanboyism. And this Nintendo fanboyism isn't just with the Switch. It goes back to the Wii U, where when the Wii U came out, everybody boosted that. This system's going to change everything, the gamepad's going to be amazing. And they released, I think, less than 100 video games for the console. And it failed. They talked about how the Wii was this amazing console. It was all motion controls. I still stick by the fact that the best system they had was the Super Nintendo. The N64 had one of the worst controllers and had tons of sports games. The GameCube, I can't even think of 10 games on the GameCube I like. And even Nintendo for the Switch, the size of their games are like this fucking big. It's just, to me, people are holding onto the Switch like it's something special. Like it's gonna change the universe. And Nintendo still holds on to stuff. They focus clearly on Mario and Pokemon. That's what they focus on. They're about to release a Pokemon version of the Switch. Now, the Nintendo Switch it doesn't do anything for me. It's not special. It is an irrelevant console in the core sense that I have an Xbox One, and it's the most hated system out of all three. And I don't get it, because they do more fan service than anything else. They have the Game Pass. You got your Xbox Live Gold. They're constantly putting new games on. Their online digital games that you can buy are immense. And they're always doing deals. They're always doing sales. And I hate the fact that Nintendo fanboys always bash on Xbox. All the time. And I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I still like playing certain Nintendo games. Super Nintendo games. Game Boy games. 3DS, DS games. But my biggest issue is that the Switch, everybody that has a Switch, all they've been fucking doing, and half these people get paid by Nintendo and can send games for free, is they have taken away their content that they used to fucking do, and all they do is Switch games. Switch games. Switch games. Oh, this is being released on Switch. This is being released on Switch. So, Diablo 3 is being released on the Nintendo Switch. But this game came out in 2013. They didn't release it on the Wii U. It was on the 360. It's on the PS3. It was on the Xbox One. And it was on the PS4. Before it was ever on this console. So that's dumb. Before people keep bashing on the Xbox, you should look at which Nintendo games are actually console exclusives. This is just a small little rant And I really want people to just actually open their eyes and see that so many people are blinded by the Switch, and that needs to fucking stop. It needs to stop, and people need to really figure out what's really going on and how many of these people are being paid the fuck off by Nintendo.